It's lovely to meet you all. My name is Hannah. I'm a program assistant with the Children's Environmental Health Network, and my pronouns are she, her. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you all have any questions at any point, feel free to jump in. Feel free to stop me. This is really informal. My goal is to be brief and efficient, but answer any of your questions. So this can be very tailored to what specifically you and your organization are interested in. So I'm going to jump right in. So, CEH Day, thank you all for being interested in Children's Environmental Health Day and for joining today. I really appreciate you setting aside some time. Since 2016, the Children's Environmental Health Network staff have helped to facilitate CEH Day, but it's really a platform for all of us who are advocating for children's environmental health. It's a day to drive action to improve health outcomes for all children. We also focus on increasing the visibility of children's environmental health issues, celebrating the movement's wins over the past year, and collaborating on all the challenges ahead. So throughout the presentation, I'll mention quite a few links. I'll post those in chat during the Q&A, but we'll also send out a list of handy links after the info session. I know the CEH Day site, our host was having some server issues this morning, so there's a chance that there will be a delay for being able to access that, but they've assured us that it should be taken care of relatively soon. So hopefully having it in your email will help with that quite a bit. So, who are CEH Day partners? Partners play a crucial role in Children's Environmental Health Day. Through the engagement, motivation, and participation, CEH Day partners help to collectively amplify the issues of children's environmental health concerns. Historically, partners have been focused on public health, healthcare, and housing, national school and child care organizations, health advocacy organizations, environmental groups, child advocacy groups, equity and environmental justice organizations, youth-led climate action organizations, sustainable businesses, and plenty of other sectors. So it really is just anyone who is advocating for clean air and water, safer food and products, and healthier places for kids to live, learn, and play. In 2021, we currently have 85 official CEH Day partners. Logos listed here are just a portion of them. There is a full list on the CEH Day website, which I will post a link to and set it out like I mentioned. CEH Day does provide a platform to promote work based around children's environmental health. We know children's environmental health is touched by so many fields and interests, and this is a really great way to find and amplify the common ground and increase your reach to other engaged and aligned but parallel audiences. We can help with this by placing partner logos on the CEH Day site, our regular CEH Day partner social media shoutouts, and amplification of any CEH Day events, activities, initiatives, resources, fundraisers, etc. Most importantly, Most importantly, you'll be a part of a broad, engaged, and diverse community of other like-minded partners working for positive change. So we do include a partner directory in event materials, and you can choose to be a part of that and it will be available to CEH Day attendees or just to other partners. If there's interest, we'd like to continue that for this year, and I can share a link to last year's directory as well. So the role that CEH Day partners play, the first is to motivate your audience to celebrate CEH Day with us. So celebrations are obviously more fun when everyone gets involved. Please encourage audiences over social media or however you typically connect. The CEH Day promotional toolkit includes sample messaging, graphics, customizable Canva templates, Zoom backgrounds, and even a suggested social media calendar. CEH Day partners are also asked to encourage CEH Day proclamations. So CEH Day proclamations increase the visibility of child health issues linked to modifiable environmental hazards and provide year-round accountability for policymakers at the state and local level. Requesting a proclamation from your mayor and or your governor is super easy and quick. We do provide a toolkit, which is shown here. It makes it very easy. And if you would like to make the request, you can find the sample proclamation language and easy follow toolkit online. You can also add your request to the map, which is pictured here. So this map lives on the CEH Day site all the way down at the bottom of the homepage. The red little government icons are where CEH Day proclamations have been requested at the state level. The green ones are city level. You can explore that too very easily from the CEH Day site. Otherwise, we ask that you please encourage your members, your chapters, or your audience to request local and state proclamations using the toolkit. We do also encourage people to share proclamations that have been received on social media. It helps to create visibility, and a little bit of it goes a long way. We found also that providing specific actionable follow-up requests help to keep the momentum and create ongoing change and accountability throughout the whole year. We also ask that CEH Day partners participate in the annual CEH chat. So if you or your organization have Twitter, we ask that you join the annual Twitter chat. This year's CEH chat is on Wednesday, October 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern, and is co-hosted by We Act for Environmental Justice and CEHN. We were going to focus on children's environmental justice this year. We'll send out a link soon for RSVPs with questions and guidance on post times if you'd like to pre-plan some answers. We also ask that CEH Day partners host or join CEH Day Activities. So you can join in for nationwide events and activities on and leading up to October 14th, from virtual educational panels with environmental justice leaders to releasing CEH-related reports, organized hikes, decision maker letter writing parties. There are so many ways to celebrate children's environmental health wins from last year and to take action to protect kids' health now and moving forward. The CEH Day site includes the map that I showed earlier, which also has other celebrations, not just proclamations. We also provide resources to help get celebration goings with inspiration and hosting support. And we do ask that if you host a CEH Day activity, to please let us know about it so that we can add it to the map and help spread the word. There's also a link by the map on the CEH Day page. And just to give some examples of fun CEH Day activities we've seen in the past, in 2018, Nebraska's governor issued a CEH Day proclamation in the state and in Omaha. So Omaha, which is an EPA Superfund site, hosted its first CEH Day event that same year. So outside of the Omaha Children's Museum, in partnership with the County Health Department Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Program, the City Lead Information Office, and the Omaha Healthy Kids Alliance, they held free lead body mass index and home medical screenings, as well as allowing kids and their families to check if their addresses had previous lead testing if they lived in the Superfund site. And Omaha Healthy Kids Alliance also provided information about maintaining healthy home, safe, clean, contaminant-free, well-ventilated, pest-free, well-maintained, and energy efficient. This also established a tradition of honoring CEH Day each year in Omaha. And University of California Irvine Medical School organized a letter writing campaign, social media promotion, and special pediatric environmental health seminar hosted by a faculty clinic pediatrician at UC Irvine Family Health Center. New York State launched their Children's Environmental Health Centers in 2019 as a part of CEH Day. And then Black Millennials for Flint hosted a children's poster competition in Memphis in 2019. So those are just some ideas. We do have, like I mentioned, a long list of other ideas. We're also happy to help brainstorm, come up with other ideas. Events can be large or small. The goal is just to help raise visibility and drive action. So the last piece of being a CEH Day partner is helping to put a face to children's environmental health. We're putting together a shareable short video with partner messages, as well as a Faces of Children's Environmental Health photo collage. So these can be as informal as you like, even screenshots of a staff meeting over Zoom works. This is actually the CEHN staff and our families last year on CEH Day. So partners can also record videos and upload them to the CEH Day Partnership Confirmation Form, which I will post in the chat in a second. Or they can schedule a time to record a short message with me over Zoom. The idea with that is that it will be very shareable, so the goal is to let any partner who would like to help promote CEH Day give another easy way to do that as well. So you want to become a partner, you are hooked, this sounds great, what do you do next? So next you'll fill out this form. We'll use it to collect contact information, organization website address, your logo, any other helpful info like the videos and pictures I just mentioned. It also includes a handy section going over what we just covered in this presentation and all the links and affirming your commitment to partner responsibilities. So with that, I know we had some folks join us after the presentation started, which is just fine. We're super happy you're here. Please feel free to unmute and come on video as you will and as you feel comfortable. And I'm happy to take any questions. I'll also post all those links in the chat now.
Hannah, this is Catherine Dodd. Do you have will you have sample press releases? And do you have state press lists that could help us get things out, or are you relying us to have those?
Sure. So we will put out press releases and I'll add those to the promotional toolkit. We don't have a state press list, but that's a great idea. And I will make note of that. Be a great thing to get started.
And perhaps a couple op-eds that we could put in advance,
Sure.
draft op-eds. And one last thing, Facebook messages that people could could modify and post amongst the different moms groups.
Absolutely. So we do have Facebook messages that would be easy to post and modify to be customized for moms groups in the promotional toolkit, which I just dropped a bunch of links in the chat, but that's one of them. There are also Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Hi, Veronica.
Hey, Hannah. So Catherine mentioning the op-ed made me wonder, are you facilitating partnerships across the partners? Because we would be interested if there was anybody in the 10-state Southeast region that we serve that would want to collaborate on op-ed. Dr. Ann on our team, she's a great writer. She's had several op-eds placed across the Southeast in the last couple of months around electric school buses. So I think that would be cool if there was opportunities. It eases the lift for everyone as well.
Sure. What would be the easiest way, easiest format for that to be usable for you, other than a directory? Just would grouping the partner list that's online by state or region, or I know we've talked about doing virtual networking events by region or by interest area. What do you think would be most usable?
It's a good question. Maybe just connecting me to those that are in the Southeast, and then I could just send an outreach email and say, hey, here's who we are and what resources we have to offer for partnering.
Sure.
We're also looking at doing an event, so that would be good too, to ask if people would want to like co-host an event, a virtual event.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. And we've found that co-hosting really does help. Like I mentioned, we're co-hosting the Twitter chat this year. And I know your organization, Mothers and Others, took part in last year's virtual event as well. So yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to make those connections.
Great, thank you.
Of course. I can tell you what CEHN is planning if that's helpful.
Yeah.
So we are planning to, we're doing a week of events this year. Last year we did one 12-hour live stream, which was a lot, but it was fun and it was really exciting. I was really happy to get to work with so many other organizations like Veronica's. This year we're doing a more condensed virtual event on CEH Day itself, and then we're doing some other fun events around it. So on Monday, October 11th, we're doing a kid-friendly virtual yoga class for Mindful Monday and Indigenous Peoples Day with a group called Indigenous Lotus that's based out of Minnesota. On Tuesday, we're encouraging people to think outside for CEH Day and discussing the need for access to nature, the mental and physical health benefits for kids, but also the inequality of access currently. So we're asking people to take a pledge to engage with nature in a way that's meaningful for them. So whether that's watching a nature documentary or taking a hike, or just finding some virtual forest bathing. On Wednesday, we're hosting the Twitter chat, and then on Friday, we are hosting a like a kids read and sing along for children's environmental health, which we kind of did last year, interspersed in our monster event, but we're condensing it a little bit more so that we can keep it a little more concise for kids who want to join or families who want to join, rather than wading through other more professionally geared virtual segments. which we're always looking for friends to join us if any of those sound like interesting things that you'd like to be involved in too.
I am with the Center for Children's Environmental Health at Columbia. And so I was just wondering, I mean, I'm new to the program, but so wondering about, like, you said that we could have activities that I guess we'd let you know what kind of activity we're thinking of hosting. And then you would, I guess, we would get like information on what, when, and where will we be doing it virtually, I guess. And then we just invite people to participate, as well as the other kinds of activities like reaching out to our legislative leaders or collaborating with our other partners, and just sort of, helping get the word out about this event.
Yes. So the the map that I mentioned is a great place to send us information about events, but you can also just send them to me directly. I'm happy to help with that. And we can help publicize them, and we do have some resources for helping to promote events, but also happy to be helpful however else you could see us fitting into that.
Okay, so I guess I'm wondering, like, so is the format like it's a conference on that day, or everyone's just doing different things? That's where I'm a little confused. Like, is it?
Sure. Yeah, a little bit how everyone has Earth Day events, right? So their events, report releases, however you want to do it, but using Earth Day as a hook. Children's Environmental Health, we envision Children's Environmental Health Day as a similar platform. So not necessarily quite so centralized, because we would love for people to feel ownership over it and use it in whatever way is meaningful for their organization.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting your phone number
Sure.
and your email in case I have more, as I sort of run things by you, see what you think, how it would be best that we fit in.
Absolutely. Yeah. And anyone, please feel free to reach out individually. I'm happy to chat anytime.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, however events work for your organization. Some organizations, just doing promotion is the bandwidth they have, which is perfectly fine and great. We are happy for anyone to be involved. Some already have reports coming out or initiatives starting around that time, and it makes for a good promotional hook to help them kind of ride that wave and get a little more visibility for their projects too. Some folks use it as a fundraising opportunity because you are right before that end of year window where people sometimes get overwhelmed.
Thank you.
Sure. Anyone else have any questions or feedback? We're always looking for ways to make this an easier to get involved and more valuable for your organizations too. Awesome. Well, if anything comes to you, please let me know. I'll stay on until 12:30. If you want to ask something privately, I'll be here. But thank you so much all for joining. I really appreciate you spending time with me this afternoon and learning about CEH Day. We're glad you're involved. And I will send out an email afterwards with the recording and that list of links that I posted into chat.